Hi, Sean.
Listen, I really was surprised with tonight's result because I wasn't expecting it. But just a question, who do you think's further, Ange at Tottenham or Poch? We're in one final. We've got Leeds quarter-final. So how would you define who's successful and who's not at the moment?
Well, when it comes to the end of the season, if Chelsea win a trophy, you'd say Chelsea have done well. But I think you have to say that at the moment, right now, with the way Spurs are playing and what the manager's getting out of the players that he's got, you'd have to say Ange's well in front.
Yeah, I agree. I think if Chelsea never had a manager...
We've been talking about Poch getting a sack if they got beat tonight.
Yeah, but you know the players they've got at the club. You've seen some of them tonight. If Chelsea never had a manager and they just turned up every Saturday with no tactics, they'd finish about 10th. They'd still finish 10th. They'd still beat certain teams.
Yeah, of course.
They wouldn't
got good players.
They wouldn't be, because they got good players. So I don't think they can get any worse than they are today. Before the game today.
Yeah.
So, you know, they're on the up, hopefully.
Yeah. I mean, look, Sean, do you think it's good times ahead? Are you happy with what you've seen tonight? Do you think that now that's maybe a corner turned?
Well, it is certainly, you can only think good times ahead because, you know, 1 minute you think, oh, we cracked it here, and then you get whacked at Liverpool. Could have been 8, and that's the truth. Wolves, like, you know, they're not a top 4 club. They absolutely smash us to bits. And then you get that tonight. So it's inconsistent, but I still, all them people singing Jose Mourinho. I mean, really, we'll have 4-0 if they get him in. All right, well, we've been there, we've seen it, we've done it. You've got to give this Pochettino a chance. And the players, they're kids. They're 22 average age. It's going to take a bit of time. And when they cracked it tonight, didn't they?
Yeah, and they've got to learn when they're young players, like talented players. They've got to learn that you can't just run over everybody every week, and you've got to have the right. We're going to have to stop you playing well today. It's one of them games away from home where Mudryk and people like that, they've got to learn how to stop the other winger on their side playing well, and you get a 1-0. They've got to learn that side of the game.
Yeah. Their inconsistencies is killing them though, because that is the fans want to see them play well at least, or look like they're going to play well every week, effort and desire, and I think they've lacked that. That's what I think the fans have had the ump with. Tonight, they showed that.
If I could say one more thing, looking back, when, I'm going back quite a few years, when Frank came to the club, he was no good first year. Drogba was terrible, Joey Cole, even Ashley Cole. So and they're English, right, most of them. So it does take a while to blend, get used to it, the expectations. So that is why I'm adamant you've got to give Poch to the end of the year, see what happens next year.
Still need a striker.
Yeah, they do need a striker, yeah.
Well.
Let's go to Lou, who's a Chelsea fan. All right, Lou?
Hiya.
Hi, Lou.
How are you, Lou?
I'm good, thank you. I just want to say a couple of things basically on what you were saying there, that we desperately need a striker. I think once we get a striker, I think you might see a bit more better Chelsea, to be fair. And also, like, the last couple of 2 or 3 games are so infuriating to watch. Like, you watch tonight and they move the ball quickly out from the back and everything like that. And then the next 2 or 3 games, it go back to the normal, slow build up, and that's what causes us the problems every single time. We are so inconsistent, like you say. Like, we'll have 2 or 3 really, really good games, and then we'll have 5 or 6 horrendous bad games on the bounce. Not just bad, but horrendously bad. And it's because they're a young side. They need time, and it's going to take time. And I agree with Poch. I don't believe Poch should be sacked. I think we should keep him. And do you know what? Bear with him for the moment. It's always been said it's going to be a project, and I believe over time with the younger players like Enzo, I think 100 million is a lot to pay, but I do believe at some point he's going to come good. Yeah, he's won a World Cup, for Christ's sake.
Yeah. No, I do. I think he's a brilliant player. When I watch him, I do think there's a lot of talent there for sure. He's obviously playing in a side who's struggling, but tonight he's putting a big performance. Thiago Silva didn't play tonight, Lou. Do you think that's something you might see a bit more of?
Oh, it breaks my heart, but I think so. It really breaks my heart because I think he is a lead. When he's on the pitch, he's a leader, and obviously we do lack that. But he is getting on, obviously, and it does break my heart because I don't.
Is he a leader though? Is he a leader? Because you've seen tonight they didn't need him.
Yeah, but I do think that when you see him on the pitch, I try and go up as much as I possibly can. But with work and I play football myself, it's hard to get up sometimes, and also to get tickets. But I do believe when he's on the pitch, there's a lot more. I get your point that he's not on the pitch today, but when he is on the pitch, you do see that bit more of not structure, the wrong word to use, but you do see a bit more about him, especially trying to lead the team. Whereas on the other hand, and I'm waiting for the day that he might play a good game for us, is Sterling. Honestly, the guy, Nonny should play every single week over Sterling, 100%.
He was good.
The guy is, yeah, he runs at players. Sterling, he's older now. He doesn't have the pace to get past players. Honestly, Nonny has to play. He runs at players, and as soon as you start running at players and you start driving into the box and that, and it causes panic. And Sterling just doesn't do that. He just doesn't do it at all.
Lou, it's your birthday tonight.
It is my birthday. I'd love to go up today, but I thought today that they might wreck my birthday, Chelsea, because that's been the type of season it's been, to be fair.
So what are you doing? Are you out and about?
Yeah, I went out for dinner with my family and then I'm just on the way back home now.
Am I allowed to ask how old you are?
Too early. It's way too early for you to be going home on your birthday. It's 11:15.
It's also Wednesday night.
Right, so it's your birthday. When the birds start chirping, that's when you go home.
Yeah, no, not tonight, I'm afraid. Maybe at the weekend but not tonight.
Are you still playing football, Lou?
I am still playing football.
Right. I was just about to say this to you. You know, football, no matter what level you play at, you're only as good as your strikers. In my experience in football, they paper over the cracks. So think of your team that you play in, right?
Yeah.
And think about your strikers. If they're no good, you'll get beat.
Yeah.
If your strikers are good, you'll win things.
I'm trying to wish her happy birthday and say, go and get yourself out. You're talking about strikers.
No, enough of these birthday things. We're talking about football.
Lou, happy birthday. Enjoy yourself.
Chelsea will be back. They will be back.
Yeah.
And everyone needs to
let me know when. Let us know when that is. Yeah. Well, yeah. They might be back to 10th. What are they now?
You know, Enzo, you've played football, right?
Yeah.
Think about it. Think back to when you played. Think how Enzo feels when he's playing and they haven't got a striker.
No, I do.
It wears you down.
No, I get it. I remember playing in Tottenham, and we had a great side. We had Robbie Keane and Berbatov up front, and you knew, you only had to play average, and they were going to bang in goals for you.
Billy Sharp.
And they leave. Berbatov left. Robbie Keane left. The Pavlyuchenko come in. He couldn't hit a barn door. It makes a massive difference. Of course, it does.
It papers over the cracks. I'd be stood in the technical area sometimes thinking, right, how am I going to change this? We don't look like scoring. Bang! Billy Sharp swivels on something, top corner, then scores again 5 minutes later.
Yeah.
Papers over the cracks.
Yeah, of course.
Tonight, they were ruthless in front of goal, which they haven't been.
Yeah.
Papers over the cracks. Yeah.